and the Indianapolis Colts. Is out and about ready to send this one away. And here we go from Indy. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Justin Madubuike making that stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Leonard. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 18. Mustang 19. Set, go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards.
Their own 10-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. And his first pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or 2 short of the 20 here. Real quick, 3rd and just 2 to go. Quick pass, right side, complete. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, here's Lamar. Gets it downfield, on target to Flowers. It's a 21-yard gain. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Gives to Henry on the inside handoff. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive run, you really break the backs of the defense.
On second down, here's Henry again. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Henry has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? It sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. Things going well so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, first and 10. From the gun, it's Leonard. He's going to push one deep down the right. And the ball is loose again. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And the Colts are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Wow, this has been a rough sequence for them starting out. First the interception, and now almost giving it away again on the fumble.
Yeah, Coach's going to have to get everybody around the campfire and get this thing figured out, because through all the years and all the styles of play, we know one thing, Kate. Turnover margin in the NFL is the biggest indicator of winning and losing.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it, that is a gold star effort.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Pistol snap to Jackson. This is a heater going deep. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-0 lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Leonard. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Just kind of one of those moments sitting up here in the booth where you're like, man, if they're going to find a way to get the first points, somebody has got to step up. Just to not been able to find even that first completion yet. So whether it's running the ball, playing even better defense, they've got to pick their QB up somehow, some way.
He's got it. Complete to Downs. Give him 13. On that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. The passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called. Yep. But finally, as you said, their first completion.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go. Shot. 19, Tiger, 19. 60
Leonard now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down after a short gain. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages. Yeah,
that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
2nd down now. They need 7. Looking now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Mustang 19. Viking 18. Let go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Trap 60. Trap 60. Let's go.
He's going to throw it again. Throwing the out route complete. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Cougar 19.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this.
On the set.
Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Maverick. 18 Maverick.
Sticking to the air here. Short pass brought in. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
From the red zone on 1st. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Colts make it a one-score game in the 1st half. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Sergio checks on the extra point. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14, 7.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
13.
The drive begins with Henry. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Running once more with Henry. He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Josh Sweat making the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. 4th down, and it'll be the native of County Wicklow in Ireland, Daniel Whelan, on to punt. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. It's fielded at the 14. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Take over 1st and
defense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Leonard. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw intended for Drake London. And now they face 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Leonard. This one falls incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd down, Jackson to pass. Has it in close. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Lamar throwing again. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Brock pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and you couldn't do it on that one.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Out of the gun, Henry. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Ravens trying to add to their lead. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, first and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warriors 70.
From the gun, it's Leonard. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch. So give him, looks like the 27 on that completion. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready, set. 19 Lion. Cougar 19, go.
Shotgun snap to Leonard. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
70. 70 line, Bravo. Swing.
Leonard to the air now. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
The Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this third down play.
18 Cardinals. 18 Pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check smash. Check smash.
Throw here, third down. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Kyle Hamilton with the pick.
Well, we're watching. Defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Tarvarius Ward picks it off. And the Colts get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Back to work after throwing the pick. Hooks up with Anthony Gould. Complete. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Leonard. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Thought he had a touchdown there. So 2nd down coming up. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
That's him on the quick hitter. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Now Maddox Trujillo on to attempt to knock this through for the Colts. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Kick by Trujillo is good. And that'll get him back to 11. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. This one's to Andrews out right. Oh, this big guy is moving. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Loop to kick it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So wet it down. Get your money up. I put money down. On all of that.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They get to Taylor, right side. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Cowboy 80.
Leonard now. He beams one, deep right side. This is brought in at the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
To throw. Here's Leonard. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was Tyler Warren. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down.
At the 60, at the 60. Cut 19, cut 19. Ready, ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's cut at the 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Leonard to throw. Into traffic, complete! And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing it again here. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts start the 2nd half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Let's take this at the 10. He stopped on the run back at the 27. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down.
1st sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. And the play clock expires. This is going to cost them half the distance. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Now, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Big game downfield. And they tackle him after he makes the play, but we saw a flag come out right as he made the catch. Which side is this interference going to go on? Now, that penalty certainly didn't help their cause, partner. It's third down. They'll run here, following the penalty. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And the gain's good there, partner. A nice 7-yard effort, but they're still well short, so this is going to be fourth down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he gets it away from his end zone. His work begins at the 31. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, first and 10. Now it's Leonard. Short pass brought in. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Taylor trying the left side. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up.
At the 47-yard line, a 2-yard pickup brings up third and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on third and 1. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Colts ready for the punt. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. And a well-placed kick here. Not quite on the goal line, but they're pinned deep at their own 10.
At their own 10-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, first and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Another run for Henry. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He dodged the tackle. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. The Ravens have the football and, more importantly, partner, a solid lead. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Give right side to Henry. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Well, you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on first and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for second and long.
Offense to the line for second down. Changing it up here. Jackson hits him on the out route. Continuing to move past the 45. A lot of mess on the move here. Mark Andrews. And they're going to have first and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will set up first and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
They'll run here with Henry. And so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything we watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Now here's Lamar. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Jackson has it, third and goal. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Roop knocks it through, and that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Doolin. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Leonard. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Looking to throw, Leonard. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 20 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Leonard. Right side, this is wheeled in by Warren. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That one now some 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a quick punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
To throw, Leonard. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First down. First and 10 at the 20.
Out of the gun, it's Leonard. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short. looking to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this.
Here we go, Shaq. Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Trying down the middle with Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. He rolls to his right. This one's to Andrews out right. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long, they're going to throw. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. And he is down inside the 35-yard line. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Ravens approaching win number 7 on the year. So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
They're going to pass it here. That's him on the quick hitter. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
So Reed, they'll hand off to Henry. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie. You can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. The left side caught by Andrews. That's a first down for the Ravens, partner. And that should all but do it here.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what. These tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Jackson trying to sneak it. And he's going to be stopped less than a yard from the end zone. Man, excitement all the way to the end. No time left. Zeros on the clock. This game's over. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Indy.